Hello, welcome, my name's Sybonn and I'm going to be checking out some of the amazing and yet crazy stuff in Terraria 1.2. And first off, I'm going to be talking about weapons, and I'm going to be doing more videos, so check them all out on my channel. There'll be links in the description and links at the end. Bash a like if you like this video before you leave, please, it will really help me out, thank you. So, right, I'm going to be talking about armor first off, and these are just the variants of them, and just the ones that look good and not necessarily always the most powerful or most strength behind them, most defense and everything, but they're pretty good. So we've got Crimson, I'm just going to rattle them off. Crimson, Cactus, which just looks a bit funky but cool at the same time. This is really kind of, my pronunciation is going to be shocking on this. Orichel Alchem armor, right? Palladium, Tiki armor, which just, again, it looks pretty spectacular. Titanium, which anything titanium is always a good thing. Tungsten and turtle armor. Turtle armor is just a funny one. It just made me laugh. There's lots more that's been added, and there's variants of the same ones like they did previous. So you can have like hoods for like mana kind of side, caps, or like full-on helmets. So got all those different kinds of things. So to the main stuff, it's just some of the weapons. Some of them are quite powerful. I'm going to speak about them. First off, I'm going to talk about the Beanade. Beanade is dropped by the Queen Boss, and it's quite low, but it explodes and a swarm of bees comes out, and they just don't stop until they kill everything on the screen. And a single Beanade can deal up to 700 plus points worth of damage. I mean, when you start throwing those around the room, you're going to be causing all sorts of problems. Golem Fist, Golem drops it, strangely. It's obviously his fist that he's dropped. It's a very high strength, and it's basically a fist on a chain, and it's quite rapid firing, so it's quite quick. And next one is Bananarang. Bananarang just looks quite funny, and it seems quite powerful, to be fair, and it's uncommonly dropped by clowns. Clowns will come up later on, and it's medium sort of strength, but that doesn't matter because you can hold up to 10 boomerangs in one slot, so you can just rapid fire them out, which is always going to be good. SDMG is just the upgrade to Mega Shark, and it's a dolphin. I like dolphins and sharks, so I had to put this in. It's kind of medium damage, so yeah, it's a pretty good gun. Stinger, again, dropped by the Golem. On occasion, bear that in mind, so you'd have to probably kill him a couple of times to get both the Golem Fist and the Stinger and the other things that he drops. It's kind of medium damage. It's like a grenade launcher. It's effective against the Golem, strangely. So I know that doesn't help until you've actually killed him and get it, but once you've got it, you've got the best gun to kill the Golem. Apparently it only kills it, like it kills it within quite a short amount of time. Bee gun, dropped by the Queen Bee. It's quite low, but you can throw up to 1 or 3 bees per shot, and they bounce, and they're quite like they are gravity defying, and they'll just keep going until like for 10 seconds, I think, the life of them, and it's rapid firing, so you can spray them around the room and they'll be bouncing about. Wasp gun, the upgraded version of the bee gun, and that's dropped by the Plantera hard mode boss, and I talked about the bosses in my other videos, so check out the link at the end, and you can have a look and see what you think of all those. It's kind of medium damage. It's more bees than the previous bee gun. It's the same kind of thing, but it's cool. Sniper rifles for all you little campers out there. It's in hard mode, and skeleton snipers drop them. It's high impact, like high strength, and it's like a lot of the time it's one-shot kills for things, so it can be quite handy. You can zoom out, which will zoom the actual screen out so you can see in the distance, hence the sniper like side of it. They've added quite a few guns which are sort of the real life kind of guns, not so much like the fancy things that you find on this, like I've already been talking about. So you've got Uzis, shotguns, all the works basically. Rainbow gun, as it says, it deals out a rainbow in a sort of an arc. Looks amazing. I actually showed a screenshot when just before they were sort of sending out this update, which had the rainbow gun on. It basically stays there as a curving beam, and it's like continuous basically, and it damages anything that walks into it. So it's quite a multiple kind of attack, and you find them in the hallowed chest or in the dungeon basically, or in the dungeon, sorry. Cactus sword, I just thought it looked pretty funky. I mean, imagine that with your cactus armor. It will just look pretty amazing, I think. You need 10 cactus for it, so it's best pardon, I think. But it's quite a strong early weapon, so I'd suggest that quite early on. And it's good range on it as well. So, I mean, even though it's quite low, like low strength, it's good for an early weapon upgrade, basically. And Blood Butcher just looks pretty gruesome for this time of year, because it is Halloween at the end of the day. 10 Crimtane bars make that, and it's low. It's equivalent to the Light's Bane, but a bit stronger, and at the same time a bit slower. Icicle. Armoured Vikings drop it, it's medium damage. It fires a projectile of ice, and it kind of hovers in place, and it's quite powerful. It does enough damage. You've got a Chlorified Claymore, which has nothing to do with claymores, I don't think, unless they're sort of trying to call the orb a claymore. But basically, you make it with 12 Chlorified bars in the Mithril Anvil, so you'll have to wait until hard mode until you get all of that. But it fires an orb basically, and it keeps going through the damage, and both the attack of the sword and the orb deal the same amount of damage, and it's high. It's very strong. Titanium sword, it's a good sword. It's like a little bit below Excalibur, so it's quite strong. It only takes 12 titanium and use the Mithril Anvil again, so it's a hard mode one, but it's the best one to start with the hard mode, so try and make that as early on as possible. And last thing I'm going to talk about is the Mushroom Spear. The Mushroom Spear is the strongest spear you can get hold of, I'm led to believe. It has the highest base damage, so it's very high, and it sends out a spinning mushroom that deals damage as well, and it gives off light, so it's always handy. Combined with the frost armor and or magma stone, it can go through walls and just a lot stronger. Get it from the truffle NPC, so you have to prepare a home before you get the wall of flesh out of the way, so bear that in mind. So build a mushroom home for him, ready and waiting for when you destroy the wall of flesh, so he's got somewhere to live. So that's the weapons. It's only the key ones that I think are quite important or worth a look, and armor as well. And if you liked it, smash me a like if you can, and if you want to check out the rest of them, check out the links at the end of this video, and subscribe to me if you like it as well, because I'm going to be doing a series on Terraria 1.2, so hopefully it'll be quite effective, and because I've done a lot of research for this, so should be a step ahead. So if you have any comments, any other weapons that I should take a look at, write in the comments, any ones that you like prefer the most. Again, yeah, write in the comments, and yeah, join me next time. Thanks for watching, bye.